Well, we welcome you to an undisclosed location here in Western Pennsylvania for our first installment of Sit Down with Greg Brown. And perhaps no surprise, our first guest coming our way from Bradenton, Florida, none other than Steve Blass, the former Pirates great pitcher and longtime Pirates broadcaster and great friend. And again, he joins us, I believe, Steve, by the way you're dressed, probably down in Bradenton, Florida.
Yeah, I really can't disclose too much, Greg, because these are difficult times. But yeah, I'm in the country, taking nourishment upright. I'm in Florida, but I can't tell you exactly where, but I'm coming home this weekend.
Well, that's good to know. Now, what's retirement been like in this crazy time?
Well, it's been a unique situation because one of the real definitive reasons I retired was to spend more time with Karen. Wow, I'm really getting good at that. But I was wondering what it was going to be like, backing off from everything, not being as busy. So it's kind of funny, but we've been okay down here. We're where we probably should be because Karen's health issues. So it's been like being retired and then some. So it's kind of a unique situation, and it doesn't feel normal at all. In fact, what is today? Whatever it is, what day it is.
Thursday, Friday, even day, doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're all the same. Today is like yesterday, and it's going to be like this tomorrow.
We're all temporarily retired anyway at this point. It seems like.
The funny thing is, Greg, I wake up in the morning, I think, okay, spring training is winding down. I got to think about coming home, especially this week because we are going to be coming home. But it's been funny. I wake up and okay, it's not a dream. Okay, it's what it is. But it never goes away. Okay, time to get ready to go home. Spring training's got to be winding down by now.
What do you do all day, by the way?
Well, fortunately, we've got a couple of situations going on down here. The golf course that I belong to down here has not closed, so I've been able to get out and walk with a walking cart, and that has helped my sanity. It really has. That hadn't helped my game much, but it's helped my sanity. And we also have a swimming pool where Karen can get out and get some exercise for her legs. And we've maintained a strict discipline of a happy hour at 4:30.
Very nice.
Emphatic, yeah.
Strict.
If the rest of our busy day is not done by 4:30, and I preface that with a laugh, at 4:30 the happy time starts. And happy hour should never be restricted to an hour.
No, that's great call. Great advice from Steve Blass. Steve, by the way, you're our first guest.
By the way, hydration is still a key no matter where you're located.
That's hydration. That's that glass's name. That's Dration right there. And Steve's saying hello to Dration. Steve,
Dration. Yeah, a lot of Dration.
This set is a bit modest, as you can see. You're our guest. You're propped up with some books, including Steve Blass, A Pirate for Life.
Did you buy it or did I give it to you?
You probably gave me. At some point, I'm going to read it. And we also have a Steve Blass model glove. And in case you don't have enough hydration, there's a coffee mug full of something there for you. So as a reserve. How about some of the movies and TV shows you've been watching?
Well, we've been watching. There's a series on called The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which is kind of interesting. We've been watching 30 Rock. I never watched that when it was on. So we've been watching a lot of series. We watched an interesting show taken from a book called Tinker, Tailor, Spy and Thief, which was well done. So we're trying to find we're trying to find something every single night because it's movie night every night.
Have you seen The Tiger King yet?
Oh my goodness, I have seen The Tiger King, and I will never be the same. It's so horribly disgusting and fascinating that you can't take your eyes off it. The Tiger King. They're all nuts. They're all crazy.
You could have stopped it horribly.
Well, yeah. I mean, the guy's, I guess the guy's vacationing in the lockup in Oklahoma now, the king. The lady chopped her husband up and fed him through the grinder to the animals, and the other guy's like Jim Jones out of Jonestown. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah, that's what that's what the other scream did. Well, I forget her name. They say she's crazy. Meanwhile, it seems like they're just as nuts.
They're all
It's great.
It's wild.
Have you seen Wild Country? Speaking of wild.
No, didn't we draft him?
Yes. That was Big Country. That was Brad Eldred. Yeah.
Brad Eldred. Yeah.
So those are your recommendations.
Well,
Tigers, Tinkers to Evers to Chance. What was the name of that? That movie?
Tinker, Tailor, Spy, Thief.
Okay. Jot that down.
A remarkably good cast.
Yeah.
So we're just bouncing around. Of course, Jeopardy is a given. We have a schedule. First of all, Jeopardy comes on at 7:30, and then we go right to reruns of Everybody Loves Raymond, which our buddy Ken Levine has written some of those episodes, and it's excellent.
It's a classic.
The writing is absolutely terrific. So
Steve, I know you love the telephone, because I know every time the phone rings, you jump at the chance to answer it. You love talking on the phone, and I think for all of us, this has given us a chance to kind of catch up, maybe with family and friends that maybe we wouldn't have had time to. So you really do get a chance to, if we can put a positive spin on this, to kind of breathe a little bit and really catch up with people.
Yeah, absolutely. I've called some teammates. I've talked to Milt May. I've talked to Richie Hebner. Manny Sanguian called me. I think it was Manny.
What do you have to say?
Yes. Oh, Steve, I've been thinking about you. And but it was so nice for him to pick up the phone and
that's great.
Give me a call. I've called Eric Sherman, who helped me write the book. Obviously, a lot of family, so it's been good. I actually left a message for Brian Warecki, who Mark Garda works with. I've called Mark Garda, our boss.
Derek Shelton. Have you chatted with the new Bucko skipper?
I did. I've called Derek Shelton twice with dirty jokes. I think he likes them. I'm testing him out. It doesn't matter if he does or not, because I'm retired. But I thought I'd give him a shot, and I think he's okay. We'll see if I've got another one I'm going to call him with. If he doesn't accept the call or hangs up on me, I'll know.
Yeah, but he'll also know you're not going to stop until he starts to laugh at those jokes, and he will. That's a guarantee.
Right. Yeah, because you're required after 100 times hearing them. You're required to laugh. It's in the contract.
Hey, what room are you in at this undisclosed Bradenton location?
I'm in the Shrine. I'm in the male version of the Susan Sarandon Bull Durham Shrine. It's as you might guess, Greg. It's all about me, like you always say.
It should be.
But
we're gonna get to some stuff that'll lead us to our next segment.
Stuff,
yes, we'll have more. Sit down with Greg Brown. Up next is our trip down memory lane with our guest Steve Blass. We continue.
Stay with us. Wait, there's more.
Welcome back here somewhere in Western Pennsylvania, Studio 19. We're here with Steve Blass, our first guest on Sit Down with Greg Brown, and our next segment is a trip down memory lane. Steve is in his man cave, his shrine, as he calls it, and maybe he can share with us some of his more personal mementos, photos, whatever you got, Steve. Souvenirs.
Yeah, what I've got, Greg, I've got a bunch of pictures actually that I'm going to be putting into an album probably in the next couple of days. But maybe I'll run this by you. Can you guess who I'm jumping over in this picture?
Oh man! Wow. Is it Maz? No.
Freddie Patek.
Oh my gosh, Freddie Patek, or Steve calls him Patek. How about that? Former teammate.
Well, he was Patek in the minor leagues. When he got to the big leagues, it became Patek.
Yeah, I got you. That happens.
Now here's a winning duo right here.
Whoa!
Fantasy camp.
Oh yeah. Now I'll tilt it forward because you got some glare there. Okay, that's Walk and Blass, and this is a fantasy camp. You guys were co-managers. I didn't know that.
We were co-managers. We won, and that was a celebration at a place that you might remember down years ago, Skipper's.
Oh
At
yeah.
Holiday Inn, Bradenton, where we held our championship celebration party, getting measured for rings and all that.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That was Bob and I. I want to say last year, but that was a few years ago.
I know they didn't invite walk back. I guess they didn't want you guys to win again. I don't think you've won since, have you? A championship?
No, we haven't. By the way, now I don't know if we can get any detail on this, Greg, but I found this in 1967. Ford bought out about 15 Ford Thunderbirds, and we each got one to drive for the season. It was a promotional thing for the Ford Motor Company. And I don't know if we can get any detail, but they lined us up in Forbes Field.
Yeah, you can get. Oh yeah, you get some detail there.
I can read you the roster after you get a chance to look at this, because
if you move Steve, if you would move it a little bit, I believe to your left, other way, a little bit. No, other way, other way. Keep going. There we go. Perfect. And all right. So give the roster left or right. I think I see Stargell there. Alou.
I'm going to hold it for a minute, and I'm going to give you the roster.
Okay. Yep.
There's Jose Pagan, Maz, Andre Rogers, Willie Stargell, Tommy Sisk, Matty Alou, myself, Jerry May, Billy O'Dell, Nellie King, Gene Alley, and Elroy Face. We each got a Thunderbird to drive.
Look at that
for
picture.
The rest of the season.
Look at that. All those Thunderbirds lined up along the warning track at Forbes Field.
Thank God Hebner wasn't with the ball club yet, because they would have never gotten their Thunderbird back.
How cool was that to drive that all summer?
It was great. It was really great. Wow. Now, I'm going to show you something probably nobody's ever seen. I've got a friend named, named Don Fox that I played gin rummy and play golf with out at South Hills Country Club. His dad was involved in a baseball school sponsored by Atlantic Refining Company. And they went around Pittsburgh with this vehicle.
Oh, man.
And it had the megaphones on top. And one of the instructors was Honus Wagner.
Oh, man. Now, who's that gentleman at the
by standing down by the car? That's Jack Fox. That's Don Fox's father.
Oh my gosh.
Don is the guy I played gin rummy with.
How about that?
His dad was involved. That's Wilbur Cooper.
Oh, the former Pirate pitcher.
Yep. And now here's confirmation. Yep. Don Fox, Honus Wagner, and Wilbur Cooper.
Oh, geez. Oh, my.
And then, just to top it off, Jack Fox with Connie Mack.
Oh, that's really cool.
Some historical stuff from Pittsburgh involvement. But how about that? A vehicle.
Yeah.
It's like the earliest SUV in the history of man, with megaphones on the top, about a baseball school. So
very neat.
Very great.
Now, nothing from 1971, huh? In that cave.
Well, I got chapter and verse, but I want to show you some treasures. Like toward the end of his life, Willie Stargell was not in good health, but he and I posed with the Vogues from Turtle Creek.
The Vogues, is that the 5 o'clock world?
5 o'clock world, when the whistle blows, nothing else matters to me.
A couple of big hits in the 60s, maybe, the Vogues.
Yeah, the Vogues. So part of the roster, here's Willie Stargell and Lloyd McClendon and myself in the dugout at Three River Stadium.
Late 1990s, I suppose.
Probably.
Willie in ill health by then, I imagine.
Yep. Starting to fail. And then this is a first.
Just a little bit like yours. I can hear you in bed.
This is my director here, Karen, says I'm a little loud.
Oh no, that's good. You're good for us. That's great. Glad we have a director down there.
After we won the World Series, we went to LA, and on an off day, we went to Dick Enberg's Sports Challenge TV show with myself and Willie Stargell and Richie Hebner, and we won our first game and again got beat by the Los Angeles Lakers.
Who did you beat?
We beat the I think it was the Dallas Cowboys, because Don Meredith was on their team.
Man, that must have been a blast, huh?
But he didn't sing "Turn Off the Lights."
Yeah,
the party's over.
He couldn't, because you guys could have sung that to him.
Yeah. You remember? My prop drop. You remember Eddie Feiner?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Well, that's Frank Thomas and I and Eddie Feiner getting ready for a charity softball game where Eddie Feiner had a little meeting before the game. He said, "Okay, here's how it's going to go down, fellas. You're going to get a hit the first time up. I'm going to lob it in there, and then it's over."
Now, for those who don't remember or not old enough, Eddie Feiner was a softball pitcher. He was the king, and his court. Did he have 3 or 4 defenders behind him?
He had a fielder, a first baseman, a catcher, and himself.
Okay, and no one ever got on against him, basically.
Yeah, when he was going good late in the performance, he would take the fielder away, and then he would take the first baseman away.
Jeez, that's so great.
He was great. You talk about a traveling kind of a gimmick that you come up with. Who was the baseball clown prince?
Oh yeah. I forget his name now. Clown Prince of Baseball. We'll come up with that. But that's great. That's great. Very neat.
So many pictures. The doctor, Doc Ellis, Danny Murtaugh, and myself.
Oh, that's a great picture there.
Yeah. Love that man, Danny Murtaugh. And I was close to Doc too. I love Doc. Here's my favorite opponent from 1971.
Mr. Cuellar.
Yeah, it was so nice to match up with him twice.
Oh, and 2-0. Well, that leads us to 71.
Yeah.
So and that really is the 71 shrine behind you, that wall, right?
Yes, it is. I don't know if I can get out of the way of it, but
so all those pictures surrounding the matted board in the middle. That's really neat.
Yeah. What else have I got? Oh, okay. Let's see. I go. That.
Look, you happen to have a picture of what?
This is when we went to Hollywood. Went to a luncheon, and I had a chance to meet some really nice people, great baseball fans.
You're not sure who that is, huh?
Yeah, that's me in the middle.
Yes, I understand. That looks like Natalie Wood. Is it possible?
No, she was boating at the time.
No,
all right. How about these?
It might be.
He
doesn't even know who that is. Yeah. What do you got there?
I got two of these 3 are in the Hall of Fame. Can you mention or can you name the 2?
Okay. Well, if you could get a little closer for us, there's a bit of a glare. Tilt it forward a tad, and you can move yourself out of the way. We see you. And so that guy, the Fu Manchu, looks like Steve Carlton.
Yes.
And who's that in the middle?
That's sweet baby James Taylor.
James Taylor.
No, it's Gaylord Perry.
A strong likeness to James Taylor.
Yes. And
very neat.
How he could ever divorce Carly Simon, but that's another story for another day. Do you recognize any of these people?
Certainly recognize the president. Now you've taken yourself out of the. If you move it again to your right, I guess it would be then, right? Correct. Other way. I guess that's to your left. There we are. We see you now. Now it's too far over, but then we see Richard Nixon. Looks like Dave Justy, and is that the Pirate owner Dan Galbraith?
You got it, in the Oval Office. And say what you want about presidents throughout the ages, but to get the opportunity to go in the Oval Office of the President of the United States is pretty incredible. So
was that after Clemente died?
That was after Clemente died, and Mr. Nixon asked us to come to. He asked Dan Galbraith to come to the White House because he wanted to make a personal donation from he and his wife Pat, and also a donation from HUD toward supporting the Ciudad Deportiva, the sports city in Puerto Rico, the Clemente. That was his dream, to have that sports city for kids, for all sports, and a huge project that he got going. Had he lived, I don't think I would be out of line to say I think he might have had a good chance to be the governor of Puerto Rico, and that would have made Sports City something that we would be dealing with today in a wonderful way. But it did not happen.
Well,
uh, this is another. This is a little moment in time for me because I had a chance to get on the Pirate dugout the last day at Three Rivers Stadium and lead the crowd in singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
and you've got in your left hand what looks like a big rag ball. What is that?
That's a T-shirt wrapped up that I was throwing around to the crowd.
Ah, it's a seventh inning toss up as you left
A
Three
toss
Rivers.
up, yeah. The beginning of the toss down, because as I got older, it was easier to throw the ball down.
That's a pretty cool. I can't imagine what that must have been like. Of course, you were on the mound for the 71 World Series, Game 7, so probably pales in comparison, but still 55
Still, yeah.
plus thousand. Last game ever at Three Rivers?
Look at the crowd, the stadium is actually filled.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just absolutely stuffed with people. And I got my World Series ring on and standing on a Pirate dugout. I mean, just these little shreds and shards of moments in time that, 60 years, there's a lot of them.
Very neat. Very neat. Well, thanks for that trip down memory lane. We're going to come back, and Steve's going to play a game we call Who's That and That when we continue. Sit Down with Greg Brown with Steve Blass. Stay tuned. There's more.